Hi, Virgo. Hope you guys are doing really, really well. My name is Brian. I am your queer psychic bestie, and I have a reading for you guys today. This is going to be a mid month check in for the month of September for the sign of Virgo. So, if you have Virgo anywhere in your chart, maybe you vibe with Virgos, you could be a cross watcher, whatever the case may be, this reading may resonate for you. As always, this is the internet, so take what resonates and leave what does not. For those of you that would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do that through email or form submission on my website. Virgo, this is a free form reading that I do for the mid-month. There is no set spread. I do 6 cards across. We clarify in 2s, and it just gives a more open-ended conversation feel to the reading. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Bottom of the deck is your challenge, represents what you're not seeing, what you're not looking at. We've got the Wheel of Fortune, the Ten of Swords, and the Five of Cups. Interesting, Virgo. Your challenge for this month, for the mid-month, is it's allowing something to come to a clean end here. Please don't mind me. I'm dealing with allergies right now. I'm gonna be stuffy this whole reading and a little drippy, so please don't mind me. Your reading is literally about letting things come to a clean end here. It feels like for some of you, with the Five of Cups and the Ten of Swords, you may be kind of frustrated with yourself right now. Why didn't I see this earlier? Why didn't I know about this? Why didn't I do this earlier? And Virgo, it feels like the advice I'm being told to give you is sometimes we don't see until we're meant to, right? So, again, I am so sorry. I thought I was sick this morning. I think it's just allergies. Don't mind me. We're going to be struggling through this together. But, I feel like the advice for this is that sometimes we just don't see it. It sounds a little silly, but that is quite literally, sometimes we are not meant to see something until we see it, okay? And I feel like for a lot of you guys here, you're spending all this time beating yourself up over the fact that maybe you didn't see it, or maybe it just wasn't apparent to you, instead of just accepting the fact that I saw it when I saw it, I accepted it when I accepted it, and I'm moving on from it now. You know, you're expending energy in the service of making yourself feel worse instead of feel better, and that's going to really hold you back. It's going to hamper your ability to process, right? Because we're not giving ourselves space to process. We're just kind of like being mean about it. Okay, let's dive in. You start with the Five of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. Some of you may be walking away from a job, or something where you've invested a lot of money into it, a lot of time, energy, money. King of Pentacles is Virgo energy. It's masculine earth energy. So there you are, Virgo, showing up. But it is also the most, how do I say this, like 3D world concerned king, okay? King of Pentacles cares about bills, cares about money, cares about finances, cares about the house. You know, it's a very pragmatic king. This to me also feels like with the Five of Pentacles, you invested in something here, Virgo. There was some thing, person, job for a lot of you that you probably invested time, money, effort into, and now it sort of feels like I just heard really loud, another one bites the dust. Maybe you've left multiple things behind right now, or maybe this has like been a career journey for a while for you. Yeah, Four of Swords just fell out. When cards fall out, it's like an honorable mention. Four of Swords, you need to heal. You need to slow down a little bit right now. Eight of Pentacles, this could definitely be work, like I said, for some of you. But I think the biggest hang up for you right now, Virgo, is that you put a lot into this job, into this career, or whatever it is, and now you're kind of like, ugh. It kind of leaves you feeling, I almost have like a gross taste in my mouth, you know, because you're like, oh, I can't believe I'm walking away from it, you know, sort of energy. But it's important to remember why you're also walking away. Two of Pentacles. A lot of Pentacles. Not surprising for Virgo. Very business oriented. Yeah, Devil, Nine of Wands. Devil card of Capricorn. You could have Capricorn in your chart as well. Double Earth is rough. I have a Capricorn stellium, so I relate Virgo. But it feels like here with this Two of Pentacles, the Devil, and the Nine of Wands, Two of Pentacles is in reverse as well. I think some of you guys are looking through a lens-colored, rose-colored goggles right now. You know, I think you're sort of, you know, I don't want to say gratifying, but you're seeing things for better than they were. You know, it feels like you're really focused on, well, it did work for me for this long, or it was nice to have this, or, you know, there's a lot of like, you're seeing a lot of the things that you want to glorify about this and not the harsher realities here. You know, Two of Pentacles in reverse is like overwhelm. So whatever this is that we're leaving behind, it overwhelmed us. And with the Devil, we couldn't leave. You know, that's obligation to the 10th degree. It's obligation that is so heavy and rough. It's like you can't walk away. And with the Nine of Wands, I think this has left you a lot more jaded than you're really willing to talk about here. You know, I think for a lot of you guys, you need to start paying more attention to the aftermath of whatever this thing was, and not like the honeymoon stage of it. You know, like, let's say, you know, I used to be a hairdresser. I'm sure you all know this by now. I talk about it a lot. There was a point in my hairdressing career where it was so sunshine and daisies. I was having so much fun. I was busy. I was doing great. And then it started dwindling and dwindling and dwindling. And then sometimes I have this tendency too. It's human nature to look back at it and be like, oh my God, it was so great. I had so much fun. Babe, I have a permanent back injury now from being a hairdresser. There's nothing I can do. I can't even have surgery to fix it. It is just something I'm going to live with until I die. Okay? There were so many times when I would work these 9-hour shifts where there was no eating in between. It was sitting for 5 minutes until someone's timer went off, you know? And those parts of the career, they really start to wear you down. They really start to dig into you. And it's important for us to remember, I'll never look back at hair and be like, you know, oh, it was miserable, it was horrible, you know. There were parts of it I liked, there were parts of it that I didn't like. And at the end of the day, I have to be realistic with myself and acknowledge that by the time I was willing to give my career up, it was a lot that I didn't like. I was crying all the time. You know, I was fatigued all the time. I was in pain all of the time. You know, there were so many things that outweighed the more positive aspects of the career that really took its toll. And Virgo, the reason I'm telling you all of this is because you need to do the same for you. I'm trying to show you the example, okay? It may sound a little pessimistic, a little snarky. You can appreciate where you came from without covering it in roses and daisies and being like, it was amazing. No, babe, it was hard work. You dedicated a lot of time to it, but ultimately, you are leaving it for a reason. There are reasons this is going to the wayside. You have to remember that. We don't just upend our careers and our livelihoods for funsies. You know, there are reasons these things go. Yeah, you have the Page of Cups and the Page of Swords. I think you need to inject a little bit more excitement into your world right now as well. You know, Page of Cups, Page of Swords. You have a whole new chapter unfolding right in front of you. The book is opening to you, for you, to show you what's next. Allow yourself to be excited here. Allow yourself to have fun. Imagine. You know, I think you guys have spent so much time in the 3D world. Again, King of Pentacles. You're so bogged down in the just capitalist landscape of being a human right now. You're forgetting that My buzzword this month is whimsy. You're forgetting whimsy, Virgo. Okay? You deserve whimsy. You deserve happiness. You deserve enjoyment. You deserve silliness. You know, not everything is, you know, sometimes we have to lose the itinerary, Virgo. We have to let go of the spreadsheet. Okay? Allow yourself to enjoy. Literally the Fool. Just try it, babe. What's the worst that's going to happen? Ooh, I procrastinated a task. Oh. I had too much fun this weekend. Oh my god. The world is crashing around me. Do you see what I mean? This is silly, Virgo. This is what I mean by have whimsy and have silliness. Obviously, you know, if I told you, be realistic about your time frames and your responsibilities and things like that, but ultimately also inject fun, inject playfulness into this. Okay? That's like your biggest takeaway right now. You've got the Sun and the Six of Swords in reverse. I love this combo because the Six of Swords in reverse for me is better than the Six of Swords upright, because the Six of Swords upright, we're traveling, it's still positive, we're going, but the swords the swords are in the boat with us. They're pointing to the bottom, they're rupturing the boat. In the reverse, they fall out. It means that you're moving on without baggage. You're moving on, healing what's been left with you and letting it go. It's not stabbing you every which way anymore. You know, this is a really positive combo, Virgo. I can't stress enough that it's important to remember where you came from, yes. Always remember what it got you, where it got you, and those things. But also remember if it felt bad, okay? Eight of Swords? Four of Pentacles? Three of Pentacles? That's icky, Virgo. Whatever you're leaving behind, you're leaving it behind because it left you no room to breathe. This is quite literally, Eight of Swords is sandwiched. So this is the card about a prison, and it's literally imprisoned between the Three and Four of Pentacles. There is no more obvious way to say that. Three and Four of Pentacles. So we've got up of this, like, how do I say this? Increasing numeric value of the same suit with the Eight of Swords prisoned in between the two. This is so obvious, Virgo. It is so in your face. I don't know how more to make it in your face. You have to acknowledge that whatever you're leaving behind here was not good all of the time. There are serious drawbacks to whatever this job was, whatever this career was, whatever this connection was, business partnership, whatever this is. Maybe it's even romantic for some of you, family. I don't know. But it left you stuck between a rock and a hard place. Three of Pentacles is teamwork and collaboration. Four of Pentacles is holding back. So even when people tried to help you here, it feels like you didn't even want it. It feels less than positive. I think this mid-month, Three of Swords, yes, you have to mourn it. Yes, of course. You will never make a move in your life, even if it's positive, that doesn't require mourning the loss of something. There's always going to be something we are sacrificing to gain something else. Even, I think back to leaving New York. For a lot of you that don't know, I relocated from Long Island, New York to Pennsylvania. Leaving New York behind, I still had to mourn. Even though I miss absolutely nothing about it, there's still a sadness to it, right? There's still that, oh, well, I spent so long here. I had so many connections here. I lived so much of my life here. I'm still going to mourn it, even if the change is, quite frankly, super positive. Okay? Allow yourself the space to mourn, Virgo. Allow yourself the space to feel not great. Yeah, Five of Cups. I think you guys are just trying to with the world. I think you're trying to speed yourself through the mourning process, and that's not how it works. Grief, we never get over it, right? It's like when we lose a loved one. You know, I was raised by my grandmother. I'll give this example. I was raised by my grandmother, lost her when I was 9. I never got over that passing. I simply made room for the grief in my life. I acknowledge it. It's there. This is the same thing, Virgo. You can't just walk away from grief. You can't just say, okay, bye. How easy would that be? How great would that be if we could just decide to leave it behind? Emotions demand to be felt. They will be in your face until you feel it. Okay? Give yourself room here, Virgo. You're leaving one prison behind. Don't swap it for a prison of your own making. Okay? Yeah, 6 of Cups. The inner child, childhood. 6 of Cups is the past. We can hold respect for the past. We can hold reverence for the past, maybe even. But we have to make sure that the past doesn't hold us hostage. Okay? A lot of you guys, I don't know why you need to hear this. They really want me to hammer it home. You are walking away from something for a reason. This is not a willy-nilly, I just decided to leave New York because I wanted to. Okay? You're leaving. You're walking away from something for a reason. Don't get caught up in the, well, it was so good 6 years ago. How many years ago, babe? When was it good? When was it not good? Your last 2 cards are the Moon and the 9 of Swords. Virgo, I understand that it can be really scary moving on without a full plan. Because clearly you guys have a plan. It's there. It's here. It shows. You know where you're going. You know what you're going to do. You know what the next moves are. But ultimately, the Moon and the 9 of Swords it sort of to me is speaking to like the larger frame of, well, I don't know what the ultimate goal is here. And that's okay, Virgo. That's okay. You are allowed to not know what the end of the road is for you. You're allowed to be unsure. You're allowed to not know. You know, let's throw it back to hairdressing again. I knew so many girls that people asked, do you want to own a salon? They'd be like, I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. That's where you are right now, Virgo. You're in that place of, I don't know, maybe. And that's okay. You got to stop judging yourself for it. Okay? It is like part of the way my guys are saying this is like, it is crucial to the human experience to lack omniscience. I'm going to say that again. It is crucial to the human experience to lack omniscience. We are not meant to know it all. We are not meant to be part of source in this experience of being a human. Allow yourself the grace, the kindness to not know and to not need to know. You can keep making progress, moving forward and walking without knowing ultimately where you're going. And that's okay, Virgo. Give yourself that permission. Two more, please. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, because whatever you're calling in here, it's big. I mean, you've got the Hermit, so there you are showing up as your own energy, Virgo. You've got Magician, Ace of Pentacles, the Hermit. Sorry, I'm hearing a word. I'm trying to figure out what it is. Morning Star? Morning Star? Maybe it's a name? Maybe? You'll really have to forgive me. I'm unfamiliar. It almost feels, I can't describe it to you, it almost feels biblical to me. I could be wrong. Please let me know. If you know what this is in the comments, please let me know, because I'm like, I don't know what this is, Morning Star. I'll probably Google it after the reading and just be like, oh, I can't believe I didn't know that. But I'm hearing it really loud, so I'm going to say it. You've got the Magician, Ace of Pentacles, and the Hermit. The way I'm also hearing this is good things take time, Virgo. With the Magician and the Ace of Pentacles and the Hermit, the trajectory that you're on is one of slow and steady wins the race. This is not quick success. This is not a weird fluke of success. You're building stability, steadiness, and something really positive and concrete in your life. It's not going to happen overnight. You have to accept that. Okay? You know, I really feel like it's like you're doing the work here, Virgo. You're making the tough decisions. I mean, death is on the bottom of the deck. You could have Scorpio in your chart. You know, card of Scorpio. You are literally letting go of your entire ego. You're shifting your persona. You're changing your identity. These are really positive leaps to be making. Okay? Trust it. Trust the process. I mean, the Emperor. Come on, babe. You're taking control of your life right now. You know, you're taking matters into your own hands. Queen of Wands. Period. Period. This is an amazing combo. Queen of Wands is my PUSSY popping queen. Okay? High self-esteem, high boundaries, high self-worth. You can't tell a Queen of Wands shit. And the Emperor, you are really taking control, Virgo. You are stepping into the driver's seat. Have a little bit more faith in yourself. Have a little bit more faith in the universe. Have a little bit more faith in your guides. Trust that what you are doing is what you need to be doing right now, okay? This is truly, truly amazing energy to be walking into, okay? I mean, I can't ask for a better card to end it. The Sun, card of Leo, the happiest card in the deck. Everything you want, Virgo, is literally right at your fingertips. Right here. It's right here, babe. It's right there. Okay? Grab it. Grab hold of it. Grab hold of the future you want and run with it. And like I said, you may not know where that ultimate end goal is, but it's not going to stop you from moving from where you are currently. Okay? All right. Let's get you an oracle card, Virgo. This is the Angelarium. I use this quite literally all the time. It's my favorite oracle deck. It reads us to filth. It's amazing. So, let's see what the advice for Virgo is this month. Mid-month check-in for Virgo. What's the advice, please? Just one, please. Let's get you one. Okay. Ooh. Interesting. Okay, you guys have Tamiel, Angel of the Unseen. Interesting. Let's read it. I can find it. Did I pass it? I passed right over it, Virgo. It's number 53 for those of us into numerology. I literally read it, didn't register it, and went right past it. Okay. You may have missed something important. Not the thing you know you forgot, but the thing you forgot that you forgot. The unknown unknown hangs in the corner of the room with a grin cutting across its face, smirking at you as you fail to see it. There's no use in turning to look. Just take a breath and stop to feel it. In the still air, the invisible will become visible again. Only then will it be safe to progress forward. Interesting, Virgo. Interesting. Take a breath. Take a step back. Recenter yourself. And whatever it is that you are missing will come to you. Okay? Virgo, that is your mid-month check-in. That is what I have for you guys today. I hope this reading was helpful. If this reading resonated with you, or my reading style happens to resonate with you, I would really appreciate it if you would consider liking and subscribing. We are on the road to 200 subscribers, so that's exciting. If you guys would like to interact with me on a live basis, I do go live 3 days a week on Twitch. You can find me Wednesday and Friday from 6 to 8 p.m. EST, as well as Saturday from 4 to 6 p.m. EST. There's also a Discord server you can join if you would like. It is a wonderful group of amazing people. It is also where I post all my updates about my streaming schedule. So if you would like the link to that, let me know in the comments. I'll drop that link for you, or stop by a stream on Wednesday. That link is always being posted by one of the mods, so that is available to you as well. So Virgo, I leave you guys with this. I hope you have a fabulously wonderful day, night, week, weekend, whatever time it is, wherever you are in the world, and I will catch you in the next video. All right? Bye.